Hey guys, welcome to another Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. This one is going to be all about your October predictions. We're going to look at the energy coming towards you for the month of October. Now, I've done a bit of a pre-shuffle already. I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you each spider and each of the face cards up close so you can get a better vibe of each group, and I will see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group one, all of you that were drawn to the trick or treat tarot, and you were drawn to this little orange colored spider. This is going to be your reading on your predictions for October. What energies are coming forward for you in the month of October? So keep in mind, it's a general reading. So take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Let's see what came out. We have Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots. All right, so did you hear the ding in the back? Yeah, this feels kind of heavy, okay, guys? I do feel like there will be some unveiling for you in October. Some of you guys, you might have a feeling about this anyway. You may have a feeling something's going on. It may not be a surprise to you, but it's just a knowing. All right, it's just a knowing for some of you guys. We have Rebirth, Yule, okay. All right, we have Magic, Candles. Okay, I'm going to move this little spider over here. We have Bat, Invoke thy power and fear not the hidden. What lurks is coming with undenying change. Okay, so change is afoot for my group one in the month of October. The energies are moving towards you. We have unconditional love. We have Poison. You guys can't quite see that. We have anxiety. We have subconscious. We have a change in energy, a shift. Okay, so changes. There's changes coming in October. We have eclipse season starting in October. We have one around the 14th, and then we have one, is it the end of October? I do believe. I could be wrong about that, but we'll see. We have a celebration here, which is the carry card. We have egg, which is the alien card in the classic or horror, not or horror oracle. Then we have some tarot. So we have the Emperor. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, you guys. Let's just get to it. Okay, I feel like with the Seven of Swords here, and we have a lot of like fear, anxiety, toxicity with this poison. We have subconscious, vivid dreams and nightmares. I'm just going to tell you, group one, there is a blind spot for some of you. Some of you guys are aware of this energy, and you're going to be validated in your feelings, your intuition about something. Okay. It does feel like this awareness is painful. Okay, I have to call it like I see it. The egg is about, getting too close to something that could be dangerous or hurtful. Be aware of the egg. Be aware of getting, an alien. Those eggs, boy, remember when they saw the eggs and it exploded? Yeah, they were curious. And curiosity, what does it do? It gets that cat, right? So, and I feel like that's really not this particular situation. I don't feel like you got too close to something and got bit exactly. Now, for some of you, maybe. But overall, I'm feeling like somebody or someone or some situation kind of snuck up on you. I'm hearing like under the radar, more likely. Under the radar with the 7 of Swords here and the 3 of Pentacles, with the 4 of Pentacles here. It just feels like somebody wasn't doing enough or saying enough. And it feels also like there's a control issue with the Emperor here. Not doing, it feels like a doing or saying the wrong thing. I'm hearing manipulation by an Emperor energy. That feels masculine, but that's not gender, that's energy. I feel this is very difficult for a lot of you. This feels very deep. And I don't feel like this just pops up for most of you in October. I feel like this has been an ongoing issue with this Yule card here. Okay, because I feel like for some of you, this is like family. When I think of Yule, I think of Christmas, I think of the holidays, I think of foundational relationships. So it feels foundational. Now, for some of you, this has to do with money or resources. Okay. Or opportunity or something like that. So now I'm feeling a different energy, or it could be connected to family in some way. But for some of you, it has to do with a job. But this job would be something that you're very involved in. It's not something, it wouldn't be a job that you haven't worked hard at. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we have jobs that we don't really care about, and that's not a judgment. That's just a truth. Okay. Sometimes we don't really care what we do. We're just there to make our money, and there's nothing wrong with that. And we leave, and that's fine. Okay. But this would be something that you really like worked hard at, you put your heart and soul into kind of thing. And someone has been kind of sneaking around and doing underhanded things. Maybe you have a controlling boss or something like that. So, you know, I am picking up now on a couple of different energies. But for a lot of you, this feels like a foundational relationship. And I don't feel like for most of you, this will sneak up on you. Now, if it's work related, that might be something that sneaks up on you. And it's surrounded, it has to do, I'm seeing like, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a shop. It feels like a 7-Eleven or a corner store or Walmart or Target, a retail store, or even like a food store of some kind. And I think it's symbolic. It could be literal, but it could be symbolic. And because I'm seeing the register as a round station. I don't see many of those where I live. And I'm seeing around the cash register, there's change piling up. Okay. And the people in the cash register station are being overwhelmed. And I feel like there is lack of support here in this area. It could be there's not enough employees, there's not enough support by leadership or something like that. But it feels like there is a betrayal or some kind of possible loss here. Okay. Now, if this is family, I feel like this will not be a surprise. Okay. Tell me more about this. You know, I will talk about the good vibes. Okay. But I really want to get into like this toxicity. I think it's important. Okay. We can't run away from this kind of stuff when we have this powerful change with the eclipses and all the energy we've been going through the last 3 or 4 months. You know, this happens. Okay. Venus was in retrograde. We had all those planets in retrograde. We had Mercury in retrograde, and we've done a lot of deep digging and searching our hearts, our souls, our minds. We've been working on ourselves, whether we're aware of it or not. And a lot of these situations where we are no longer in alignment, we're no longer, we're no longer working in collaboration with people like we used to. We're finding out that the collaborations we used to have really aren't collaborating anymore, you know, they're not vibing, then we have to kind of release those things, right? So that's really what we're talking about here. Some kind of relationship that has to be released. It's time to release it. So let's talk more about the situation. Tell me more about this. Okay, we have, okay, I think I picked up the deck. Yeah, I did. I picked up the deck upside down, so I'm not going to flip these. We have the Chariot. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Five of Cups. Okay, so there has been some fighting. There has been some regret here. Now, I feel that with the parents, why did I say parents? This may have to do with your parents, your grandparents, or something like that. But I feel like for some of you, you may have been trying to communicate with like a parent or a parental figure or a grandparent or someone who has that kind of vibe in your life or authority figure. And I feel like some of you guys are at that point where you're just like, you know, I can't try to do this anymore with the Nine of Swords here. Like I can't quite, I don't have the patience for this anymore. This isn't where I want to be. And it may be the case where it's just time for you to kind of move on from that. And it doesn't mean that you can't go back to that and open the door up, but it feels like they're just not ready. Okay, they're just not ready. And I feel like because they're not ready, I feel the universe in October may be in a situation where the universe is saying it's time for you to kind of change your energy. It's time for you to kind of move forward with the Chariot, okay? Because I feel like this is your energy. And I literally feel like your spirit guides are thing 1 and thing 2 here with the Cat in the Hat. Your Cat in the Hat, these are your spirit guides, and they're saying it's time for you to move forward. You can't continue to stay in whatever the situation is and nurse everyone to health, so to speak, and try and try and try. And literally, some of you guys are spilling your guts on a regular basis with people who are not giving you the time of day, okay? And I feel like your guides are saying you cannot continue to do this, okay? You deserve better than this treatment. You do not have an artificial heart anymore. Some of you guys have healed to the point where you're feeling emotions and you're wanting fulfillment with the Ten of Cups here, because we have the Ten of Cups here on the table. Okay, you're wanting emotional fulfillment. You're the Six of Wands. Okay, you're wanting victory, you're wanting happiness, you're wanting emotional fulfillment, and it's getting harder to stay in this energy. And I feel like some of you guys with this blind spot, may not feel like you're really ready to move forward, but this rebirth is happening for you. And I feel like some of you guys may have casted magic or worked some kind of like, you know, self-help program or been working on yourself, maybe prayer, maybe chanting, maybe working with particular deities or doing a lot of tarot readings or whatever, hypnosis or whatever it is. You guys have been working on yourself. And because of that, I feel like spirit is coming in October, and there's something being revealed here that is not working for you. There may be a lot of fear around this. Some of you guys may be fearing, you know, the loss of connections. For some of you guys, the fear of losing perhaps a job or a position. And I feel like Spirit's coming in here with the Chariot and a change and a shift in energy to let you know that although it may look like or feel like you're losing, you're actually moving into a really good time in your life, okay? And for some of you guys, you've manifested this. This is something you've worked for, and you're having a hard time leaving this other thing behind, this thought process, this relationship, this job, this way of being. It can be about money, where you have healed some of your ideas about money. For some of you guys, that's been really hard, and you're still dealing with a lot of anxiety and fear about money. Fears about ideas about your self-worth, what you're worth. And for some of you, that may be why there's a shift in your career, or you're called to kind of like put your resume out there or start working on that creative project or whatever it is, because the universe is saying it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to move towards your victory with the Ten of Cups. So you've got to leave some of this I'm hearing like toxic self-talk behind toxic people, places, situations. And for some of you, you know, the blindness, it's weird because I feel like some of you guys are aware of this, but you're not aware of how close you are to walking away from this. And some of you guys are not aware of how close your victory is. Some of you guys may have casted some kind of magic, or perhaps someone has casted on your behalf on some kind of victory, magical victory or victory on your behalf. And I know Magdalene's Crafts did a working a couple of months ago on victory. Okay, some kind of victory in your life. And that may be manifesting. You may start to see that in October, or start to see the energies move in your favor, as if the wheel begins to turn in your favor towards a victory for you. Part of that may be this situation, this toxicity, this blind spot being revealed, and that situation coming to a close. I feel this energetic shift is what's going to be guiding you to this victory. Okay, it is going to be a very fulfilling moment for you. There's something very fulfilling. I feel happiness. I feel that unconditional love here. And I feel like even though there's a lot of fear, I feel like there's going to be a moment of a releasing of fear and a moving into this, of knowing that you're safe, that you have manifested something, and there's a knowing and a completion here. Because the Chariot is also about victory. It's not just about movement here. It's about balance. It's about victory. It's about, you have a lot of positive energy, Group 1. But there is a release and an awareness of a release in October for you. So powerful month for Group 1. Let's get some more energy here and see what else Spirit has for you. What else, Spirit, do we have for Group 1 for October? What else? Any more advice for Group 1? Any more advice for Group 1? Okay, we're going to take these 3 cards. Okay, we have winter. We have winter here twice. We have Yule, rebirth, and we have winter. The sacredness of pausing. Okay. I need you to take really good care of yourself in October. As your energy shifts, I'm feeling like you may feel a surge of energy, and I want you to not burn yourself out. Okay? I want you to remember everything you've learned in the last 6 months. Okay? And balance out your energy. You don't have to work yourself to death. Okay? As you begin to see things manifest for you, do not go into old patterns. Okay, remember your worth. Remembrance, the lamp. Remember your worth. Remember the lessons you've learned. We have the witch, the earthly weaver of worlds. And because I feel like for many of you, you have manifested this, what's happening in October. The release, the awareness of a blind spot. For some of you, you may have casted something about revealing a secret, revealing this blind spot, revealing what can't be seen, or you may have prayed for something to be revealed to you, and that also could be what's happening in October for you, something being revealed. But I feel like for a lot of you, you have a feeling about this, and it's a validation, and it helps you let go of this toxicity and this situation. Okay, so please take what resonates here. I do feel like October is a powerful month for Group 1, and I do feel movement of your energy forward, and the movement forward is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Okay, so take care of yourself. I'm hearing drink water, take your vitamins, okay, and rest when you can. Balance, balance, balance in October. All right? Okay, Group 1, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey Group 2, all of you that selected the Halloween Tarot and you were drawn to the Purple Spider. This is going to be your reading all about your predictions for October. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so let's get into your cards and see what came out for you. I'll be pulling as I need to for clarity. We have Strength, We have graveyard, unnecessary fear, and we have dawn, the light after the darkness. Okay. All right. You know, group one felt kind of heavy, y'all. So this one doesn't feel quite as heavy as group one. So let's see. We have guardian, familiar. We have embolic, awakening. And we have high priestess, high priest, responsibility. Okay. We have pumpkin, 30. Uncaging the spirit within, thou fertile power you hold to taste your buttery velvet upon tongue. It is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. Pumpkin. We have healer, 22. Listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth. A river of mercy blessed by mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. And we have potions and spells, 28. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Be sure you're sure before you call. Okay, and we have mask. And we have water. Okay, we have a few of these cards. We have Scream Park, fear, horrified. We have Casper, friendly spirit helping. Oops. We have contest, competing, fighting. And you have a few tarot cards here. We actually have quite a few. I'm not taking reversals here. We have the Five of Imps. We have the Page of Pumpkins. We have the Page of Ghosts. Okay, we have 2 pages here. 8 of Ghosts, the Magician, and the 6 of Bats. Okay, so we have fear, horrified. We have mask, and we have unnecessary fear. I feel like this is what's being healed here. These issues. And I feel like this is from shadow work. I feel like this is identified fear beneath a mask. Okay. A delusion of self. We all have them. Okay. Let's not act like we don't. It feels like this has taken a while for you to get to with the Five of Imps here. And we have competing and fighting. I think there's been a wrestling with self about this. I don't think this has been easy. I think this has been very difficult. And I'm actually going to pull on this to get some clarity. Tell me about this. Tell me about this difficulty here. I feel like this process you've been going through didn't happen necessarily in October. Okay. I feel like this is something you've been working on. Okay. For a while. And I felt that with group one. And I got to tell you, I thought this feels a little lighter than group one, but I got to tell you, there is depth here because I feel like you've been working on this a while. But you've been divinely guided through this. There's definitely an energy of an ancestor or a guide of some kind with the familiar, okay? A God form, a spirit, ascended master even. Okay, we have the Hangman in reverse. Okay, I think it was very difficult for you to face this fear, this truth. That's a few too many cards, so give me a couple more. It took you some time to see the truth of this situation. You know what? I get this. I think we live a certain kind of life, and we see our relationships a certain kind of way, and the way we are in relationships, and seeing our own toxic behavior is very difficult, and it's hard. It's really hard to see it, and it's hard to take responsibility. And I feel like, that's where we're at here. We are taking responsibility. You have taken responsibility for your own toxic behavior. There's something here about competition, about fighting. I think you're aware of some of your own, toxic behavior and fighting and how people have been toxic with you. 5 of Ghosts here. There's regrets. You have regrets. I think other people have regrets, but I think you're I think you're aware of how, you know, it hasn't been all, how do I put this? That you are part of the problem too. Okay? Most of the time, in most I'm not talking about trauma here. I'm talking about, like, in most adult situations, there are three sides to the story. There's your side, the other person's side, and the truth. Okay, the neutral observer. Okay, many times we all mess up. We all contribute to a fight or a situation. Okay, whatever this is, however this fell. Okay, and I just feel like you've done a lot of soul searching here. And I think you've been really guided by, for some of you, it's like an ancestor or a passed over loved one, because I'm feeling like a passed over loved one kind of pull into this reading as well. So, and I feel like in October, you're kind of moving into, with the pages here, you're kind of moving, and with the Eight of Ghosts, I feel like and the Six of Backs, there's a lot of movement here in October into a new energy, which I felt with group one as well. And I think it has to do with these eclipses that are going on. There's just a powerful shifting of energy, especially with water here. Emotion, intuition. And I feel like it is triggered by this responsibility about, like, looking yourself in the mirror and realizing, hey, you know, I'm not perfect and the situation's not perfect. I did my part, they did their part. And it doesn't mean you reconcile. I'm not seeing reconciliation necessarily. I'm seeing someone who just sees their own humanity and is able to deal with that, and to start having compassion for self in a new way that facilitates movement away from being so focused on the actual happenings. Like, example, and I'm not saying this is you, this is just an example. Have you ever met someone, and I know people like this in my life, who spend like every Friday night in their garage, kind of like doing whatever their toxic behavior is, pick one, thinking about the same situation in the past over and over and over, just kind of ruminating over it over and over and over, and they can never let it go. And they talk about it all the time. And they don't talk about it to work through it. They talk about it to repeat it, because they're repeating it over and over. And I feel like the stagnancy that kind of visual represents is what we're moving away from. We're moving away from it. I'm seeing it like a rock being firmly planted deep in the ground. Like it's a stone that's being buried. And it's not that it's being denied. It's that now it's an archaeological treasure. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that one day you can look back on and see where you were. But now it's time to move on. It's time for new energy. It's time for you to have a new emotional beginning. I'm feeling seeds planted as we move forward. It feels good. It feels like there's a new awakening. There is a new vitality and strength. And with this strength card, the skeleton card, because I see the head here, I'm feeling clarity. I'm feeling emotional intelligence in October really starting to flow. There's new light after the darkness, clarity. I feel like if you guys have been confused about where you're going or where you want to go or your next step, or you have been concerned or conflicted or not sure about your emotions, I feel like you're going to get a lot of clarity, because I feel like you're moving away from a situation that caused a lot of anxiety and fear. And I feel like some of you guys are moving away from this and are in a state of accepting there's no closure right now. And it's like, okay, there's no closure, and so there's no closure. It's like an acceptance that the closure is, there is no closure. There will be no closure for me, and that is my closure. And I know that sounds strange, but Sometimes in certain situations, it is a bookend that we need to move on to the next step in our personal, emotional, intellectual, spiritual evolution. It doesn't mean that you don't go back and do what you need to do eventually, and maybe, go to counseling or whatever. It just means it allows you the emotional freedom to move forward. And we have the Eight of Ghosts here, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, you still have some feelings about it. It doesn't mean all the feelings are gone. It doesn't mean all your thoughts are gone. It doesn't mean it's just, everything's cleared and everything. It just means that now you see a way to move forward. And it's positive. There's an awakening. I'm feeling probably for the first time in a while, you guys are going to have the urge, the desire to move forward. Okay. And we have the Magician here. And I want to pull on this. I want to pull on what is the Magician manifesting? What is the Magician manifesting? Okay, because we have water, we have a lot of emotion here, we have a lot of creativity. We have the Eight of Imps. Okay, so that's a lot of energy moving towards you. That can also mean literally traveling. Okay, movement. We have a ton of movement here. Some of you guys may be traveling. You may be thinking of traveling. Let's get these other cards here. We have no reversals. We have a Tower, and we have the World. Okay, so for some of you, this shifting is going to cause a Tower. Okay, for some of you, it's approaching rapidly, and it's a Tower that you've manifested that is going to open a new chapter. Really a new book. With the World here, I'm feeling like it's not a chapter, honey. It's a new book. Tell me about this new book. It feels very positive, okay? And it has to do with the fact that you're taking responsibility for your shit. Okay, I'm going to tell you, honey, it's very powerful when you do this, okay? Some people spend their whole life, a whole lifetime, and never do this. The fact that you have done the work and are doing this is extremely powerful. Some of you guys are breaking generational curses. Really, I really thought the second group was not going to be as heavy as the first, but here we are in this intense kind of reading here, because you're breaking generational curses and it's causing a Tower. Tell me about this powerful Tower, okay? Tell me about the powerful Tower. We have the King of Bats. Wow. Okay. Wow. I feel like this is bringing out a really, I'm hearing again, emotional intelligence. It's bringing out your personality. It's bringing out the truth of you. It's allowing you to be seen for, I'm hearing intellectual prowess, your gifts and abilities. Some of you guys are highly intelligent. How smart are you, group 2? Damn. I'm being hit by the King of Bats and how smart they are. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys don't realize how smart you are. Some of you guys are gifted in the area of the occult or magic. We have a little spirit back behind. You see the little spirit here. Some of you guys, I'm hearing like computers or communications. You may be going to school for that. Maybe you have a platform. Maybe you're online or something. But there's definitely, it seems like there's a portal of opportunity opening up for you, group 2, that has to do with the work going on in October. This release and this rebirth energy. You may be drawn to group 1, okay? Because there was a rebirth card in group 1, and I'm feeling that now for you guys with water. This water card, it feels like, with the dawn, it just feels like there's such a newness here. I feel refreshed. I feel hopeful. This does not feel like a bad Tower. It feels like a Tower that's coming off the release of this toxicity here. So it's not a bad Tower. It's the kind of Tower where you're releasing patterns and things that have kept you blocked, obstacles. You're overcoming it, and it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel real powerful. For those of you who cast like magic or prayer or whatever, you know when things start to kind of happen for you and you get that weird feeling? Like you feel like the universe is conspiring in your favor. And you can't quite put your fingers on it, but you feel it, like your spidey senses are tingling. That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting like the universe starting to conspire in your favor. And it feels very odd. And for some of you, it's going to feel even uncomfortable, is what I'm getting. You might feel discomfort. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this, this uncomfortable new chapter. Change. You got the change card. So we have change coming. Okay, change. Tell me about this change. Tell me about this powerful change. Okay, switch cards. Switch cards. Okay, we're going to draw from this deck. Okay, tell me about this powerful change. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I want to know. Okay, this one. Okay, we have ending, shock, starting over. Okay, so I think we have an end to this toxicity. Okay, what are we starting over in? Tell me. We have clearing, cutting ties, on point. Okay, I feel like you're going to realize you're exactly where you should be. You're going to realize that letting go of this was one of the best things you ever did. It's going to give you a new beginning, a new start of planting seeds, both material and emotional. I feel like your clarity is going to be so on point, literally. You're going to have so much clarity. I feel like your confidence is going to be rising, okay? And I think it's going to shock you how good you feel. All right, what is this one? We have Book of Shadows, Messages, Magic, Manifestation, Manifesting. And I feel like you're going to see things really begin to manifest for you in a very powerful way. 14:44 on the clock. Tell me more about this. We want to know about this portal. I want to know more. Switch cards. Okay, we're going to do the classic horror oracle. It's hard for me to say. Okay, we're going to split the deck and take this one and then take this one. All right. Tell me more about this. We have illness and the call. Okay, I feel like your health is going to improve. I think you're going to feel better. And I'm feeling like you're going to feel more energetic. You're going to feel like going towards things. You're going to feel more driven. Okay. And I feel like you're going to become aware of how this energy made you feel. For some of you guys, it really affected your mental state. Like it made you feel depressed. It made you feel down. And sometimes feeling mentally depressed, down, that kind of thing can affect your physical health. Okay. For some of you, you do have health issues. And I feel like this change will help you also take better care of yourself. It will help you see ways to take better care of yourself. Some of you guys are going to get intuitive hits on ways to take care of yourself, like food to eat, food not to eat, what to drink, you know, the needs of your body. Some of you guys are going to be listening to your vessel more. I'm telling you, as someone with chronic illness, when you start listening to what your body says, there's a wisdom there. Also, Spirit is telling me to tell you guys there's a second brain in your gut, right? Look it up. There's a second brain. There is breathing exercises you can do to activate that second brain, and it can help you, okay? We have the call, okay? And this is from Scream. All right, you guys, I feel like these are messages. I feel like Spirit, throughout this process for you in October, I feel like Spirit is going to be in communication with you. And I feel like it's really important that you pay attention. And I just want to point out, the bottom of the deck has the Lovers. The Lovers is about not just knowing another, but truly knowing yourself. And I feel like, again, with the call and the Lovers, I feel like an illness, I feel like this really is about you paying attention to yourself, paying attention to what you're guided to do. Pay attention to the intuitive hits you get on your vessel, the intuitive you get on how to move. I feel like if you will pay more attention to those things and your intuition and stop choosing against yourself and start making choices that support yourself and are in your best interest, you will see this flow so much smoother. You have guardians and spirits around you that want to help you heal. They want to help you get to the state of clarity, the state of confidence, the state of knowing, where you're no longer in situations that drain you. And I feel like you're ready to make the move. Obviously, there's so many cards here about movement. So you're ready to do this, okay? And October, the energies of October are primed for your movement, all right? Just be sure to take care of yourself, listen to your vessel, and listen to your intuition, all right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that were drawn to the Jack-o'-lantern tarot and you were drawn to this little green spider. This is going to be your reading all about your predictions for October, what energies are moving towards you in October. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I will be pulling more cards as I need to for clarity, so let's get into it and see what came out for you. We have these 3 cards. We have Control, Zombie. We have Intuition, Scrying, and we have Illumination. The other 2 groups were pretty heavy. I called this an Auntie Amy Trashy Tarot, but I tell you what, they've been intense. So we'll see what happens. So far, who knows? Okay, we have Shadow, Scrying Mirror. We have Witch's Hat, Power. We have Broomstick, Clearance. We have Reflection. Be wary of things you believe to see with eyes wide shut. They are mirrors of the mad, and truths only spoken with a bleeding tongue. Okay, sorry guys, my tongue's kind of heavy because of my medication. We have Coming Up Winter. It comes in lullabies deep within your mirrored flesh. Alas, it is time to lay your quivering chest upon the winter's coming. Okay. We have Snake, Release Energy, Health. We have Zombie, Stuck, Slow Moving, Retry. We have Zombie here twice. Okay. We have Black Cat, Good Luck, Friend, Confidant. Or Confident, sorry. We have Haunted Forest, New Path, Bold Move, Triumph. We have Magic Mirror, Self-Care, Reflection, Inner Work. All right, we have quite a few of these. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we only have 6. Okay, I thought we had more. Okay, we have King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, boom, 2 of Swords, 3 of Cups, 9 of Wands. Okay. Well, you guys got some good energy going on in October. It's not heavy as the other 2, which, woo, I'm really glad. I'm really fucking glad, you guys. Because, man, the other 2 were kind of, I mean, it was transformative. It's really good, but, you know, it's heavy. I feel like you guys have done a lot of the work of group 1 and group 2. Okay. I do feel like the zombie energy has been heavy though. Like you have felt stuck. There hasn't been a lot of movement, but listen, I'm like, just between you and me, there hasn't been a lot of movement for a lot of people the last 6 months. We've just had a lot of heavy stuff going on in general in the world. Okay. So if things aren't moving as quickly for you as you would like, it's okay. It's okay. Don't get upset. Don't get worried about it. Don't get caught up in your own doubts or delusions of self that somehow you're failing or not where you're supposed to be. Okay. Don't let the happenings going on in the world and the stagnation you're feeling and the fear that's being inflicted, don't let that lock you up. Okay. Because I feel like there is some really good energy coming through for you in October. And I know that a lot of people are like, oh, it's eclipse season, blah, blah, blah. They act like sometimes good things can't happen during powerful times. Yes, they can. A lot of powerful energy rises in chaotic times. And the reason this happens is that Many of us are waymakers. We started this awakening, rising kind of energy years ago. So we're a little bit or a lot further on the journey than others. And so right now, while a lot of people are doing the deep work that we've already done, we are heading down the pathway. Okay. And I feel that for some of you guys. Some of you guys are heading down the pathway. You're getting down the road. You're at a more advanced state than a lot of other people. Okay. It doesn't make you better. It doesn't make you worse. It just is what it is. Okay. And I feel like we have reflect here. We have reflection. We have shadow. We have scrying mirrors. So and scrying again. You guys have done so much self-work. That's what this tells me. You in October are seeing very clearly how to move. In October, you are seeing a very clear sense of yourself, of your authentic self. I feel like your vision towards your future is very clear. I think you're going to know exactly how to move, how to manifest. I think some of you guys, if you've never journaled, which you should be writing down your thoughts and things like that, if nothing else. You should start in October. I feel like some of you guys are going to get some really powerful ideas because we have the witch's hat here with power. And some of you guys are going to get some really powerful insights on career, on money, because we have the 10 of Pentacles here. And before that, I want to talk about this 9 of Wands. Okay, this is staying power. This is, I see the skulls on top of the corn or whatever this is, whatever the fuck this is. I see the skulls. I went to war. I put those skulls up there. I'm a warrior. Okay, I'm a survivor, but I'm a warrior. I've done this. I've battled. You have been through it, okay? We have snake here. Snake is wisdom. We also have release, energy, and health. Some of you guys have been working on your health, whether it be mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. It might be all those things. It's very powerful. Some of you guys have really upped your frequency. You've upped your power. Some of you guys have upped your magical power. We have scrying here. Like, there is so much psychic energy for group 3 that's rising in October. Many of you guys, your gifts and abilities, whatever they are going to increase. Some of you guys, it could be like what I'm going to call like your material gifts, like whatever your expertise is or your job is. If you're someone who has a gift of gab, that's gonna increase. If you're a psychic, your psychic abilities will increase. If whatever it is. Okay, some of you guys, if you're a witch, I feel like your abilities with the craft will increase. And I feel like this is earned. You worked for this. This isn't handed to you. I need you to embrace it because you earned this. Because this is the 10 of Pentacles. Okay? This is a solid foundation that will flower for years. This is going to continue to flower. The ideas, the elevations of your gifts and abilities, the clarity, the vision is going to increase. For some of you guys, you're going to get in such a flow with the universe, with your guides, your ancestors, whatever spirit you work with. You're going to get into an energetic phase of good luck. And there is going to be victory here. And I felt victory in another group as well. I feel like victory is manifesting for many people. Okay? It's just this air of like making bold moves. Okay? Making bold moves and being victorious in those bold moves and paying attention to our intuition, the psychic energy I'm feeling here, paying attention to it and making those bold moves at the right time, reflecting and listening, doing the inner work. You know how to do this. I feel like spirit, your guides, whatever you've done has made clearance for you. I'm hearing clear is the way. The way is clear for you to move forward now. Okay. The areas of stagnation, this zombie energy, this stagnating stillness is being cleared. Okay. And for many of you, winter's coming, and winter for many people feels like stagnation too. That's not going to be. I feel like you're going to get motion. Like I said, sometimes some people rise during times of struggle for others. And it has to do with the fact that there are people within the collective who will be beacons of light. They will be sources. I'm seeing like fractals of light around a group within the collective, like fractals of geometric patterns of light forming around group 3. And it's just this level of energy that it's healing and it helps other people. Just by you moving forward helps the collective. And it has to do with, I don't know if you've heard the term in quantum theory, spooky action at a distance, where, one particle, I'm not going to go into it big time, but like one particle, related particles basically affect each other at a distance. Okay. And that's basically what we're talking about here, energetically. Okay. I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, there are seeds being sown in October. Okay. And with the King of Swords and the Two of Swords, I feel like the indecision that you've been having is going to come to a close, and you're going to know where to plant your seeds. You're going to know where to go. With the Three of Cups, I'm feeling like there's a group that's going to be drawn to this warrior energy, the survivor energy, this energy of, and it could be a new job, it could be an opportunity, it could be attraction energy, because of a bold move, a new idea. It has to do with you being confident in who you are and being willing to kind of release the need to control the outcome and leaning into the knowledge that your journey has brought you this far. So we're going to trust the universe or whatever fits in that description for you. You're going to trust it, and you're going to continue to move forward in faith, because the way is clear for you. Okay, the way has been made. The way is clear for you. So let me pull a couple more cards here and get some clarity for you guys. I want to clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, first of all, tell me about this Ten of Pentacles for this Nine of Wands. This wounded warrior. The most powerful healers are those who have healed themselves. Okay, to truly heal another in powerful ways, one must heal self. And, I've had mentors tell me that, mentors, teachers, whatever, friends, whatever. And it can take a long time. It's taken me years to get to where I am. But you learn so many important lessons. And I feel like this group has such a powerful energy, but is also very humble, because you went through hell to get here. This is hard fought. This is a hard fought war. I mean, look at all the heads here. Look at all the skulls that you took. And these skulls, for many of you, they are aspects of self that you had to kind of like almost die to. You know what I'm saying? Like shadow work. Okay, tell me more about this. Tell me more about this Ten of Pentacles, this Nine of Wands. We have the Tower and the Queen of Swords. We have the Queen and King of Swords here. So what I'm feeling here is like, this is coming into union with self, okay? This is a balancing of the masculine and feminine energies within self, okay? And with the Queen of Swords here, I'm feeling, we see the skulls in the background. This is acceptance of our shadow and our light. Our impulsiveness and our, logic, emotion, reaction out of emotion and our need to stop and think and pause. Um, let's talk about this tower on the Ten of Pentacles. Okay? It feels like things are coming together. Tell me about this tower on the Ten of Pentacles. I'm feeling change. Tell me about it. This change. This foundational change. Okay. That one wants to come out. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. All right. Okay. I feel that coming in. I always feel the Knight of Swords coming in kind of quickly or aggressively. I feel overwhelmed here. I feel overwhelmed about this. Nervousness, anxiety. Okay, tell me more about it. Just take a deep breath. It's something that might make you nervous. Okay, it might take you by surprise. Okay. We have the Five of Cups. Okay. All right. Tell me a little more. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so it might take you by surprise, and I feel like for some of you, this good thing coming in, coming in, may lead you back to you having some doubts about yourself, meaning like, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to fulfill my obligation? Am I really this good? It may shake your confidence a little bit, that you may not be able to fulfill it, or you're not worthy of it as it comes in. Okay, and understand that this is just another cycle in your journey. Healing is a process and it takes time. And sometimes we're presented with a Ten of Pentacles situation that causes us to revisit these feelings, these overwhelming feelings of not feeling worthy, not feeling like this is meant for us, not feeling good enough, not feeling like we've mastered something when we have. And I feel like that's part of this, is the growth of the awareness that you have Queen of Swords, King of Swords. This is balance. You have mastered something. You are good at what you do, whatever this is, okay? And you deserve this Ten of Pentacles. You are a warrior, a survivor, okay? You've been through it, whatever this cycle is, okay? You've been through it. You deserve this. Some of you guys may have been finding yourself kind of locked up lately about money or opportunity or whatever this is. It feels very much about resources or money. And I feel like in October, you come into balance, and these issues you've either been dealing with or are going to be dealing with in October, I feel like we'll be revisiting some of this doubt about you deserving this. Understanding that revisiting this isn't going backwards. You are seeing this from a new perspective. And it's going to give you a new beginning in this. It's going to give you a new perspective with money, okay? And it's going to help you move forward quickly. You're going to move through this very, very quickly. You're going to do a lot of deep healing very, very quickly. It may be a very small cycle, okay? Let's pull again. I want to pull again. I'm going to use this other tarot deck, though. I'm being guided to. Okay, tell me about the outcome of this tower. Okay, they flipped over quite a few. I'm going to take these first. The Knight of Ghosts, the Four of Imps, the Nine of Pumpkins, and the Three of Pumpkins. Okay, so I feel like there will be energy moving towards you, seeing what you're doing. I think there will be acknowledgement of your expertise or awareness of what you do, whatever this is. It feels very non-specific because I feel like I'm talking to people where this particular thing, whatever it is different for different people. Okay, so it feels very generic. It's a general reading. But I feel like there's some kind of acknowledgement here of expertise or growth or mastership or balance in whatever this is, okay? It will help you understand why this tower, why this revisiting happened, okay? It will help you balance it out. We have the Knight of Ghosts, the Four of Imps, which is the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Pumpkins, okay? So I feel like this will leave you with a sense of happiness, a sense of a sense of hope and positivity, optimistic about your future. I do think some of you guys are manifesting a very special moment of opportunity or an offer. Okay, I'm feeling an offer with this, all right? And I feel like in order for you to get there, in order for this to manifest, you have to revisit your fears about this, whatever this is. For some of you guys, straight up, this is love. And this isn't a love reading, but it's love. And the love you want, the love you're trying to manifest, you have to know you deserve it. You have to know that you're worthy of it. You have to know that it's meant for you. You have to know that you deserve that caliber of love, okay? And it doesn't mean that you don't have doubts about it. It doesn't mean that you don't battle it sometimes with this revisiting. It just means that when you revisit it, it doesn't take you back to that place where you felt those things you felt before. You know what I'm saying? And it could be about also, an opportunity with your job as well, or career or whatnot. It feels different for different people at this point. We have the Nine of Pumpkins here. And this really is about, for some of you guys, I'm feeling like whatever this is that in October, it seems to be like there's an energy of clearing the way for, of allowing, of manifesting and moving into the energy. There's going to be more than enough. You're going to have more than enough. In fact, some of you guys are going to be able to do some really nice things for yourself and for others. Okay. I also get this energy of you need to take really good care of yourself now, before this opportunity manifests. You need to start some kind of pattern of self-care so that when this manifests, you have that there. You can lean into the self-care you already have going when things get overwhelming. So sometimes we start the self-healing journey and the self-care journey, not knowing that down the road there's going to be some kind of wish fulfillment or something like that, manifestation of our life purpose or our person or whatever. And we're going to need to have the ability to go back to these patterns of healing that we have learned along our journey to help us cope with the stress or the energy around whatever it is we're manifesting. So I feel like Spirit's bringing that forward to reinforce any kind of self-care. It could be meditation. It could be, for some of you guys, it's just you guys going and getting your hair done or going and getting a massage. It's different for different people. So for some people, self-care is going to the beach and meditating. For some people, it's cooking your own food. It's different for different people. So whatever it is, in October, lean into that as part of you balancing your energy. And look at other ways, look at new ways to handle and provide self-care. Okay. Sometimes self-care will involve other people too. Sometimes being charitable is self-care. It feels good to help take care of other people, but don't overgive. Okay. Always give in balance. All right. Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.